Hey everybody, I'm Jeremy from Clean Power Research, and we make enterprise software for renewable energy. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I get up in the morning to do this. So this is a lake in California, Folsom Lake in 2011, and that same lake now. It's a glacier in Peru in 1978, and that same glacier now. It took 1,600 years for it to form, and we melted it in about 35. For a sense of scale, that thing down in the right-hand corner is a highway. Crop failures have been occurring at an alarming rate all over the U.S., California, all over the world, due to heat stress, climate change, extreme drought. And those same factors have been leading to just tragic wildfires. Obviously, what's been going on in Chelan and eastern Washington, the just heartbreaking wildfires recently started in California. And this is not business as usual. This is what mega drought looks like, and this is what climate change looks like. And we've been seeing just what can only be described as apocalyptic air quality in many cities throughout China and outside China as well. The good news is that there is increasingly consensus that the path forward looks something like this. That we can actually have a clean energy future powered by solar, wind, and other technologies. And we actually have lots of great momentum towards this. As just one recent example, Hawaii recently announced a plan to achieve 100% renewable energy in Hawaii by 2045. Now, this is a really awesome and bold and inspiring goal, and we're actually proud to be able to participate in this as a company. But it turns out, as you look at what it takes to really achieve a lot of renewable energy on your electric grid, you start having headaches if you are one of these people. So let's say you're working in an electric control room running an electric grid. It's your job to keep the lights on 24/7. You have to balance supply and demand of energy. And now, as you have more and more renewables on your grid, you start worrying about things like this. If you have lots of solar on your grid, in your energy supply, then all of a sudden clouds are a problem. They create variability, intermittency, unpredictability. And that's why we created Solar Anywhere. Solar Anywhere is our big data, big compute, solar forecasting and prediction product. And what we do with this, we actually start with satellite imagery. We get our satellite imagery from NOAA's GOES constellation of satellites. You see one of the GOES payloads on the launch pad right there. And then we receive in near real time satellite images that look a little like this. We take those satellite images and we run some very specialized science on it. We get our science from the leading researcher in the world in the field of satellite-based irradiance in his research lab. We couple that with our in-house science team and our in-house software engineering team that turns the science into production code. And what we're able to do is calculate very accurately by looking at a succession of these pictures how much solar energy is hitting the ground everywhere. We can also forecast that forward in time. If we visualize it, we'll visualize a slice of it right here, and this gives you a sense of kind of what the data is doing. You see some colors there. You see red is lots of sunlight, green is not as much. You see where we are up in the Pacific Northwest. So not only can we depress you, but we can actually quantify that and tell you how depressed you should be. You look on this, you all should be 70 depressed. You're welcome. Also to give you a sense of kind of what our algorithms are doing in the science, and one person in the audience there is about to start cheering. We talked about this earlier. So we had, here on the left-hand side, you see what a visible channel looks like from the satellite. We also have an infrared channel. And we can start doing some things comparing them. For example, that white, some of that white blotch on the left there is a cloud. Some of it's snow. We can figure some of that stuff out as we start comparing the two channels together. It just gives you a taste of some of the science. We're also pleased to have launched our Watt Plan solar engagement product. We partner with utilities. It helps consumers understand their solar potential and engage them around installing solar. We launched this recently with numerous utilities, including Hawaiian Electric. So we're delighted to be part of Hawaii's ambitious clean energy plan. So that's us. We're here in part because we're hiring. We're growing fast, got lots of challenges ahead of us, lots of cool stuff to do. Hiring primarily for software engineers, but other stuff as well. If you're interested in clean power research, I'd love to talk with you guys. So thank you so much. I'll take any questions. Yes. Sorry, say again? We are mostly here. Our headquarters are Napa, California, where we have a couple people. Then the other 30 of us are here. So we're a Seattle company disguised as a Napa company.
Okay. Your development team is where?
Oh, yeah, our development team is all here. Okay. Yes.
When somebody at the power company knows that there's clouds coming, what can they do with that?
Great question. What do you do when you know the cloud's coming? So if you know in advance, and that's kind of the thing you need to know hours ahead, you schedule your natural gas plants and your coal plants to make up the difference. And when the clouds aren't there, you tell them not to generate energy. So hey, let's not burn the fuel. Let's not create the CO2. Great. Yes. Great question. The question is who's our customers? They include utilities, municipalities, solar companies. If you're familiar with Elon Musk's company Solar City, there's a whole bunch of companies like that. They are our customers. We actually have we have products beyond what I've talked about here, and there's sort of a whole slew of kind of companies, generally the energy space, who are our customers. Great.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Great. Thanks so much, Brett.